The Murray-Darling River Basin is derived from its two major rivers, the Murray River and the Darling River. Located in the southeast of Australia, the Murray-Darling Basin covers 1,059,000 square kilometres, equivalent to 14% of the country's total area. The Murray-Darling River Basin is one of the most important food and fibre regions in Australia, generating nearly 40% of Australia's agriculture revenue. This agriculture revenue includes sheep and wool, cotton, wheat, cattle and dairy produce, rice, wine, and fruit and vegetables. Without adequate water supplies, the basin's ecosystems will continue to deteriorate, threatening many species and the sustainability of farming, non-rural production, cities, and towns. While agricultural production is vital to our economy, the Murray-Darling Basin is much more than a food basket. It has an important place in the cultural heritage of all Australians. Human activities and the effects that they have continue to pose threat to the basin's natural environment. Damage to the basin's land also impacts on the quality of water in rivers, therefore leaving a burden on the Murray-Darling Basin communities, industries, and natural environment. When blooms of blue-green algae occur, they interfere with the water quality, affecting human health and have consequences on the environment and economy. They affect water quality by causing undesirable tastes and odours, discoloration and scums, and cause liver damage, stomach upsets, disorders of the nervous system, skin and eye irritations, and poisoning and killing of stock. Alien species are one of the most significant risks to native plants and animals in the basin. Competition for food, habitat, and other resources has resulted in large declines of natural species. Wind and water-induced erosion are major land degradation problems in the basin. Wind erosion affects areas in which soil and its nutrients are removed and can bury crops, roads, and fences from when the soil material is dropped, whereas water erosion can result in large volumes of soil being lost, leaving remaining soil unproductive. Reservoirs, dams, and other storage structures have changed normal river flow patterns to try and ensure that rivers contain water year-round, affecting natural ecosystems such as wetlands. During wet years, the rivers of the basin will overflow into floodplains. However, during times of drought, the rivers become strings of disconnected waterholes. It is natural for the rivers and soils of the Murray-Darling Basin to have a certain amount of salt, but excessive amounts can be toxic to most life forms. It is also one of the most significant environmental challenges the basin faces. A range of projects have been implemented to help sustain the Murray-Darling Basin, which includes $1.358 billion in funding for a group of possible water-saving projects for the Murray-Darling Basin. To ensure sustainable water management, the metering of all water extractions using appropriate technology is fundamental. The New South Wales metering team will upgrade meters on the regulated rivers and install or upgrade on the groundwater and unregulated rivers. Sustaining the Murray-Darling Basin is very important as the impacts and effects it can have are extremely significant. Without water in the Murray-Darling River Basin, loss of agriculture occurs, resulting in loss of jobs such as farming, which can then eventually result in a loss of community. People of Australia must be made aware of this so strategies can be put in place to keep the Murray-Darling River Basin as beautiful and amazing as ever.